But thankfully now I still lift heavy in bodybuilding, but I'm focusing more on you know the muscles and not going so heavy, but just getting in a lot of volume and reps and stuff like that.
Yeah, I used to do like heavy lifting at times.
It
Like
takes a
I
rush
would
to
do,
do
yeah, like, but I think one time when when I was like working with my friend, and he put me on to this company, and it was like a mover. It was called Trinity Moving, and it don't exist no more. But we would like kind of like lift like have like office equipment and stuff, office like desks or like lamps and stuff like that. Sometimes it would get tiring doing that,
Oh yeah,
so
I
it's
bet.
not easy. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, like, what made you want like what gave you that desire to kind of do the powerlifting? Like, was it like you watching like Terminator 2? Because I remember I heard you say that you like Linda Hamilton.
Yeah,
I
when
caught
that
that
movie
one.
came out and I was a kid, that left an impression on me because I had never seen like a muscular woman, and then repping out pull-ups in that movie the way she was doing it. I was like, wow, I want to look like that. I want to do that.
Yeah.
That was the inspiration to basically become a strong muscular woman. But with powerlifting I kind of just stumbled into it. I had gotten my personal training certification and I was training clients more of like bodybuilding style, like what I was used to. And then I was working out of a powerlifting gym, and I was kind of watching what was going on, and I was very, curious about it. So then I started picking up the barbell, and it's like, oh, let's see what I got. And I was pretty strong. So it was one of those things
Yeah.
where, before I knew it, after a couple competitions, I was already at like the top of the weight class. So in the 5 years that I did it, I was at the top of 3 weight classes in the world all time. So yeah, it's one of those things that I had to get out of it to finally appreciate all of the things that I accomplished while I was in it. But yeah, I stumbled into it and I was like, all right, let's do this. And I did. And it was
Yeah.
5 years that, I look back on very fondly. It was a good time. I got to travel for competitions. I won money at meets. Um,
Mm.
met a lot of cool people and it was a good time.
Did you like you just traveled around the states, or or maybe like other countries or something like that?
Well, in 2020, I had been invited out to Australia, a huge meet out there, but unfortunately, COVID happened and they ended up canceling
Yeah.
it. I don't think they ever brought that competition back after COVID, but that would have been my first international powerlifting meet. But no, basically around the country. Any invitational meets I would get invited to, usually the big ones that were money meets, will be out like in California. I did a huge competition in Cincinnati that I won one year. So yeah, within the states.
Did you like you ever seen like have you ever like ran across like a girl like that they was inspired by you or anything like that? Like, wow, look what she
Oh yeah,
doing.
that would happen all the time at powerlifting meets. People coming up to me afterwards, a lot of women being like, "Oh, you inspire me so much," and even the clients that I trained as well, this female one specifically, hired me because they were motivated and inspired by me and what I had been accomplishing. So yeah, and I still get that to this day, and I still, even though I'm in bodybuilding, I still have my fan base from powerlifting. They still follow me, even though that's not their thing. So yeah, I've gotten a lot of that, which has been nice.
That's pretty cool. That's nice. Rolando G. Hey there, Clyde. Hello there, Miss Blanca. You look fantastic. Yes, you
Thank
do.
you.
Yeah, look at some other pictures. Yeah. Well, look at that again. That look nice. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Okay. I don't want to drool all over it, but it looked nice. It looked nice. I noticed you did a Wonder Woman one too. I like this one.
Oh, that was for
You
Halloween.
know.
Yeah, I was in prep, so I look
Yeah.
pretty shredded there.
Yeah. I noticed a
And
lot of
Halloween wasn't
bodybuilders.
for me.
Huh?
anytime Hollywood wants to hire me for a superhero role, I'm all about it.
Yeah, of course. Like yeah, yeah. I mean, like growing up, I remember like I would see like Corey Everson and Rachel McLish. Really, I think like stood out the one that stood out from to me was Corey Everson because I seen her like in Double Impact and she was like she did like a appearance in Hercules, the legendary journey with
Oh
Kevin
yeah, that's
Sorbo.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember like she starred like in this movie. I was watching it, but I knew about it like in the '90s, and she was like a and stuff. It was about like this lady cop. She was trying to find she was trying to take down people that framed her father that was also a cop and all that stuff. It called and that played like this hit woman and stuff. Yeah,
Oh,
she
okay.
died in the movie and stuff. It was called what was the name of that movie? I forgot. I forgot the movie, but it was a top movie. It was like a crime action. It didn't do great, It was like maybe like one of them B movies. Like they'll put it like in videotapes and stuff like that at the time, and
Oh,
it wasn't in theaters. I'm a simple that that's the best way I could put it.
oh, okay.
But
I,
yeah, you don't really. You just Google Corey Evans the movie that she was in and stuff. And yeah. So Davaris Adams, you are amazing, beautiful with muscles.
oh, thank you.
Wow, thank you for the flex. I was watching I don't know if you're familiar with Didi on the Spot,
Oh
like
yeah,
with Brian
yeah,
Johnson.
yeah.
Yeah, and he was talking about how the sport changed and stuff real drastically. People died and stuff, and then he talked about how the schmoes, the women bodybuilders at times they don't like it when the schmoes get thirsty on them and stuff, and then it was to a point where I know he posted something about in Brazil, they have like these male competitors want to compete with female competitors and stuff. So like what
Oh
do
yeah.
what huh?
I think he put out like a bunch of different video posts, different topics.
Yeah. Do you have like any thoughts on that or
I think, well, the only one that I could speak on that I saw in its entirety was the one about, I guess, the lack of femininity in bodybuilding,
right?
which, he was kind of going on about how, in particular, the bodybuilding division, how, a lot
Hmm.
of the women are looking, not feminine and not, so and to that, all I can say is it's up to the judges. If the judges don't reward a
Right.
certain look or whatever it is, that's they're not going to bring that to the stage. But if the judging rewards that level of muscularity and conditioning, it's going to take doing things to that may sacrifice femininity. I don't think that's only the bodybuilding division. I think that we even see that a lot in women's physique now, where
Yeah.
femininity for women's physique is supposed to be highly regarded. And a lot of shows sometimes you don't see that being rewarded. So yeah, that's the only one that I saw that I could actually speak on in its entirety. um yeah, I have no commentary about the schmoes. So
No, that's okay. No, that's okay. That's okay.
because
Well,
I'm,
where
I'm
do
very
you
lucky.
see yourself?
I'm
Huh?
very lucky that I have my fan base, and I
Right.
never experienced anything negative so far. So it's only been pleasant.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. But where do you see yourself like in doing stuff? I mean, women's like how long you think you'll do it, do bodybuilding?
Well,
in
I
your
definitely
division?
I'm gonna definitely stay in this division. I actually last season tried figure for one show, and I quickly
Yeah.
realized that was not for me. So I went back to women's physique, and this is where I'm gonna stay. I don't anticipate, getting out of it at all. And then as far as competing, like I had mentioned to you before we started, I'm 40. So really, realistically, I have a few years that I could really, really push the competing, but especially taking into consideration the years that I spent in pro powerlifting and everything that I did and sacrifice for that. I'm going to give myself a few years to really compete, in the open and see what I got. But I envision myself after that just focusing on being a coach and helping others, because I'm at a point now where when I have a client and they succeed, like it's almost like I succeeded, like I feel that now. Like I feel like their win is my win too, so hopefully, and who knows, maybe even be a prep coach as well. So that's kind of where I see myself in the future.
Oh, do you do so do you coach competitors as well, or
Not
just
right now. I mean, I do off-season bodybuilding coaching, but I'm focusing on lifestyle clients and transformations. But eventually, I do plan on being a prep coach, just not right now.
okay? What should you have any success stories that you can share? Like you doing in fitness
Well, yeah,
training?
one in particular that I actually posted about recently is a client that I've been working with. His name is Luke. He's a retired power lifter. He had put on a ton of weight during his years powerlifting, and he was basically facing total knee replacement on both knees if he didn't lose weight and change his lifestyle.
Mm,
So he's been doing amazing. I mean, he's lost 60 pounds while maintaining his strength and retaining his muscle, which is huge.
yeah,
So we took a little break for him to be able to put on some muscle and give his body a break before we start dieting again. But we're gonna keep pushing the diet now for a few months. And I mean, if I could see him down like close to 100 pounds, that would be amazing. And literally
yeah,
change his life, because I mean, this guy, I mean, the things he's doing now, he's going on rock hikes. He's I mean, so active that was almost like impossible years ago for him. So that's one that comes to mind, that it's just, I mean, it's so amazing to be part of that process and helping someone, change their life, and that's, I think, the difference right now between, coaching competitors is great because you're preparing for the stage, and that's great. But there's something about, being able to teach somebody how they're supposed to eat, how they're supposed to train, how to live a healthy life so they could live longer, and adding years to their life that would have been taken away. So